Hi guys, my name is Saria. Welcome back to my channel if you are a returning subscriber, and if you are new here, I hope you will subscribe. I make videos like this a couple times a week where I kind of show you guys a Disney DIY or a Disney tag or a Harry Potter DIY or something like that. I do hope you guys will also check out some of my other talking too fast. I do hope you guys will check out some of my other DIYs after this one. I have tons of Mickey ears and things like that just to make your day a little more magical. Today's video was actually requested by my friend Erica Diocampo. I will have her YouTube channel linked in the description box below. She's really great. She does lots of mom tips, makeup tutorials, Disney content, great stuff. Make sure you go follow her also on Instagram because this request was to do a Snow White topiary for her daughter Juliana's first birthday. And oh my goodness, you need to see Juliana. Like, she is so Today's video is super easy, really anybody can do it, and most of these supplies are from Dollar Tree. I did get my apples from the grocery store just because it was a little more cost effective than to try to buy apples from a dollar store. But other than that, all of the supplies you can get at Dollar Tree. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so for supplies, I got this little tin from the Dollar Tree, and then from Walmart, I got this 5-inch or 5.7-inch styrofoam ball, which fit perfectly inside of it. And then I also have these wooden dowels, which you can find from Dollar Tree, mine are from Walmart. And then I got a 5-pound bag of apples, and I actually ended up needing 2 5-pound bags of apples. So for this bucket, I did decide to pop off the handles, which literally they just like pop right off, see? Just because I didn't want them to get in the way of the apples that I was going to place around the topiary. And then after that, I took my styrofoam ball and just kind of like shoved it down until it was firmly inside of the planter. So I've already done one apple, but basically what you're going to do is I have these long dowels. If you got yours from Dollar Tree, they actually already are short, so you can skip cutting them. But I did have to cut my dowel rods in half, and then I basically just shove it into the styrofoam ball and then put the apple on next. You don't want to put the dowel rod into the apple first, because when you go to put it inside the styrofoam ball, the dowel rod can like shoot out the other side of the apple, and then you have a gross hole in your apple. So that's the only thing that you need to be careful of, because obviously an apple is like soft, so if you have too much of the dowel rod in the apple, it can go out the other side. Also, a little fair warning, this can get a little bit sticky because as you're putting the apples on the dowel rod, some of the juice from the apple might come out. But yeah, so now that I'm going to show you how to do kind of the second layer. So when you get to the second layer, you want to make sure that you're spacing out your apples to where they're very tightly packed. I am going to use flowers intermittently. Sorry if you hear my daughter singing in the background. But I'm going to use flowers intermittently to like close up some of the gaps, but you do want your apples to be pretty tightly packed together just so that it looks its nicest. On that second layer, you are going to need a little bit of a gap on your dowel rod so that the apple is sticking out from the ball, as opposed to the first layer of apples you did where it's like pressed up against the styrofoam ball. So I am going to slow down a little bit here and really show you like what I'm doing from a top view. And then basically you're going to see me finish off placing all of the apples onto this styrofoam ball. Okay, really quick, I do want to point out, you're going to see what I was talking about. See how the dowel rod just went through the apple? That's kind of what I was talking about with being really careful. So you don't want it to look like that, obviously. Just make sure that you don't have too much of the dowel rod sticking out, and make sure that you're not too forceful with the apples. So as you'll see, as you get closer to the top of your topiary, you're going to have even more space on those dowel rods between the apple and the styrofoam ball. This is what's going to really give it that dome shape that you're wanting, and then you kind of start to come back in with the apples. So the last step of this is to go in with these flowers and fill in your gaps that you have. I just got these from Dollar Tree. I'm sorry I forgot to show them at the beginning of the materials clip, but they're just these plain white cute little blossoms. And I basically just took them and kind of like took the stem and shoved it into the styrofoam. You do want to make sure that you leave your stems long when you clip them off of the bouquet, because I mean, you can always cut off more if it's too long, but you want to make sure that you're able to kind of like stab it into the styrofoam. If you wanted to for these flowers, you could definitely put them in a pattern where it's like stripes of apples and then the next layer is flowers and then apples and flowers. I decided just to randomly disperse mine to fill in any gaps that I had where I could see the styrofoam ball still. You probably will have some tiny little gaps where you can see the styrofoam, but honestly the only way anybody's going to notice that is if you get freakishly close to this topiary. This is what it turned out like in the end, and I think it came out really, really cute. It would make a great centerpiece. If you guys have any questions at all about this, please leave me comments below, and I will help you out however I can. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!